Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Barbells and Banter podcast. Today we have Jack and Cameron, both as guests, and we also have Braden and Charlie, who are tagging along, mainly because Charlie forced me to invite him on as a co-host, and Braden waited until I politely asked him. So we'll just get into this. First, we'll shoot the Jack first.
Great.
How did you first get into powerlifting?
I played rugby in school, and then when I left, I stopped playing rugby, but kept going to your gym. And then I just saw a YouTube video one day on a channel called Lifting Vault. As like an old channel for like world championships. I remember seeing
Yeah.
Russ on the Gilchrist. I had no idea what powerlifting was, so then I like started kind of watching through those videos, and I started reading around it. And then I just kind of went on to a website called T Nation, which is still quite a pretty solid website for like learning how to like train and structure programs. And then I just started training like a powerlifter, and then yeah, eventually just moved away into competing.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
When did you start? I haven't actually stalked your open powerlifting.
I think it was 2022. I did the Gainforth comp, and then that was also a Commonwealth year. So I did the
Yeah.
Gainforth comp. Didn't realize Commonwealth was a thing, and then some people were like, "Oh, you might get an invite," and I was like, "No, there's no way." Like I've only done one comp, and then yeah, I got an invite.
Oh well.
So yeah.
What about you, Cameron? How did you get into powerlifting?
Um, it all started going through school. A mate of mine and Jack's brought me down to the gym that they trained at down in Cityside, and I met Jack. And Jack looked at me and goes, "Well, you might as well just do powerlifting like me." And ever sort of since then, it was like that. So first couple of months, it was more Jack's like, "Do this, do this, do this." I'm like, "Okay, I'll do that." And then I met Brandon, who's the owner of Nova Strong, through playing airsoft with a couple of mates. And then he took me on. And from then, it's been same shit, different day, just with a bigger goal in mind than what I originally started with.
Yeah. When did you start?
Um, Started training about 2023, 2022, and then first comp there 2024.
Not bad. Fair enough. Uh, we'll should do a photography question now. When and why did photography become part of your involvement in the sport instead of volunteering like other NIPF members or refing? And we'll start with Jack here.
Oh, thanks. What a great question. I don't know. I always kind of so I like doing photography on the side, just like I like doing nature photography.
Yeah.
Then I was like, right, I want to try my arm at sports. So at this point, I had a crappy camera, and then I bought like my first proper one. I just took it in house comp one day and just started shooting it, and I was like, you know what, like I quite enjoy this, like cat, because being a lifter myself, I know the way people want their photos done. Like I know what
Yeah.
people are kind of looking for in their photos. People don't really want like just like a standard portrait. Like they want like to see the expression. They want to see like all the weight and stuff, and like you want to show your friends, oh look, I
Yeah.
squatted 200 kilos.
Not just a
Here's a
picture
photo
of
of my
them zoomed
face.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. So then start being NIPF comps, just start shooting photos with friends, just try and get some practice in. And then I started to get a lot of traction in the NIPF. People were messaging me like, "Oh, if you're coming down, do you want to bring your camera?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's like I'm gonna be there supporting my friends anyway, so I'll just treat you as well.
Happy
And
days.
then IPF had an opening, and they were like, "Are you, like, do you want to put your name forward?" And there was like quite a few people who put their name forward from different sports as well. But because I'm also involved in it, they were like, they quite liked my work, and everyone knows like who I am really. We're like, we'll we don't mind bringing you in to do it. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the photography side of it. Spot unloading. If someone needs me, I'll happily hop in and do it. I think it was at Nationals last year. I competed in the morning, spotted and loaded the session after, and
Yeah.
then shot photography the all day, the day after that. So like if people need me, I'm happy to jump in, just as long as I've got someone else to take over the camera for me while I'm like say on the
Yeah.
platform. And then in terms of like the volunteering, so post comp NIPF will get like a folder of like 60 plus photos
Yeah.
of like the best shots of everyone, and then they'll all be used for like say advertising purposes for like future comps or like just general information on posts and stuff. So it's just kind of my way of giving like them like fresh photos after each sort of comp,
Yeah.
display the talent and all that coming up.
Yeah, like I'd say most people don't really notice how much photographers actually do and how much time it actually takes. Because even like, I remember whenever Kyle posted a video of a time lapse of him editing, and you could
Mm.
just see like obviously the changes in the light outside, like just showing how long it took. And then obviously you said before this that we need to get this done at a good time, so then you could edit photos you got this weekend.
Yeah, I was shooting strongman all day yesterday from like lunchtime to about 6 o'clock,
Yeah,
and I've had about 10 people message since. So now I have to trawl through 2 cameras and 3 different SD cards to look for specific photos of each person, which is also a nightmare because obviously in powerlifting you'll do your openers. You're gonna
yeah,
have say like another 11 people after you. Then I'll
yeah,
find your seconds, and then I'll have to go through it again and do that for all
yeah.
the
It's in a
lifts.
nice order.
And then you gotta say I've got like 100 photos of one person. I've got to then knock it down to say, for example, they wanted 15. I'll get it done to
Yeah.
about maybe 20 or so. And then just start fine tuning like what ones are the best.
Mm.
And then I start editing them. And then by that point, that's just me getting through like the pre people who've messaged beforehand. Honestly, see after comp, the messages are flooded. Like so it's just a matter of trying to like those it pre-booked will get priority because like they wanted them first. And once all those guys are done, it'll just be in a matter of who messaged first. But it's mental after a comp.
Yeah,
Usually just don't get
because
back people because
about 100 odd lifters
it's
in
crazy. I think
most
was
comps.
it the comp? What was it? One in Coleraine. That was
Mark?
Yeah,
mental. Yeah, that was crazy for
yeah.
because
Because
I knew it
I
was gonna be
remember it took
busy.
you a few days to get back to me as well because I didn't pre-book.
Yeah, like that was a busy comp. Like I knew it was gonna be kind of busy because all the juniors couldn't do nationals. I did
Yeah,
not think it'd be like I think about maybe 80% of people lifted had got photos off me. So it was crazy.
Remember you
God.
were messaging me after the Sunday, like people from the Saturday message you right as it finished, like, oh, when can I get my photos?
I was like, I'm still
I
I'm
made
still
just
at the
spot them out
venue.
of thin air.
Yeah,
Saturday
I
AM.
know.
I'm currently shooting Saturday PM. Leave me be.
Yeah, because I know people are keen. Because I know what it's like when you're competing and you've done really well. It's like, oh, I want to get my photos. So like, I'm the
Yeah,
same. So most of my photos are coming from Wildlights Media. So I know the way they work. Like it's usually gonna be like a 2 week turnaround.
yeah,
And it's just more so because I'm kind of local based, and it wouldn't be as busy as a comp where people expect them a bit quicker. To be fair, I think the longest it's taken me has been 10 days. Has to get through like a lot of people.
yeah. No, it's like
So I do work quite quick with them. Yeah,
what's
some people
the
just
what's the most amount of photos you've got over a weekend? Like roughly.
uh that one me and Cameron shot at the Korea one. I think there's about 10,000, which I then had to go through and delete one by one, make sure I didn't miss anything. So
Oh,
yeah, I
You
usually
said you had like 40 odd photos of just me, like
yeah.
after the Sunday.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because the way I shoot, I'll kind of like I have a little camera knows I have a little like template in my head. Like I'll prioritize say walkouts for openers, and then seconds and thirds will start to be more like the actual lift. But usually when you're doing that, you have at least say from squats, you'll have about maybe 30 photos.
yeah,
You're shooting 10 pics per photo. That'll be walkouts, celebrations, getting set up, and all that.
yeah,
You have your candids and your medal ceremony, and it's you gotta narrow all that down.
yeah. Uh, what about you, Cameron? Like when did you like realize that you wanted to help Jack with photography and like over? I know you're a very good MC as well.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, when did you realize you actually enjoyed like you wanted to help out with Jack?
So I actually started doing photos for A level. I done A level photography, so I did, which was something a lot of people actually don't know because I don't like really making it public. Because actually looking back at the photos now, more than like 95% of them are all shit. There's like a handful out there that are like not bad, so they're not. But it's seeing sort of Jack take photos in the gym, and you're like, oh, I could give that a go. give Jack some, like, yes, it's his camera. It's what he wants to do, but it's also nice for him to get photos as well, especially because it's something
Yeah.
he wants to do. But it was when it was that Coleraine comp, and I knew he had the two cameras, and knowing Jack, I don't know if you know, but Jack doesn't eat when it comes to a comp, especially doing photos. So with him doing that, we were like, no, what we'll do, I'll go eat you food, give me the camera, trust me. And I'm happy he did trust me because some of the ones from the Coleraine one actually came out quite well.
Yeah.
They did. And that immediately went on to, oh, you're competing in nationals. I'm not doing anything at nationals. Let me do the photos. If they're shit, then that's on me. Obviously, I don't want to bring sort of the business that you set up. That was, you can ask anyone, even I said the mum so much, especially the week out, was I'm so nervous. I know what to do. If something goes wrong, I can fix it. But if these come out, like, that's Jack's second income in a way. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's not all about money, but people are coming through and people are paying money and they're expecting good photos.
Yeah.
So it was just a constant thing of going through and be like, if these are bad, it's on me. But as soon as I got in, especially to that the nationals, I got through the first openers on squats. I was like, no, this is a piece. It's not a piece of cake, but in my mind, I was like, okay, I can do this the rest of the day.
Yeah, like you know what to do, and you
So I
just
can't.
rinse and
It was
repeat.
taxing, and it was nice that it was a full day and not just the one sort of session. Because as
Yeah.
soon as I got into that second session, I already had all the locations planned out for each lift. As Jack was saying, you want to do walkouts for openers. So there's a perfect place here for an opener. And when you come on the bench, you're like, oh, there's a perfect place here to get people on the bench. There's a perfect place here to get them celebrating when they're coming off it. It's so fun to do, but as Jack knows, it's tiring. Like,
Yeah, because you're running about
I
the
didn't
place like
realize,
within
man,
each minute.
the positions you have to get in to try and get a good photo if you're not able to move is incredible. Like, I'm surprised there's a photo that went out. I don't know if any of you follow. I think it was either Yin or was Aileen posted it for the first squats openers. There's actually a photo of me squatting in between two chairs, more or less in like a split. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think I
But it
did
was
see it.
all it's all worth it in the end. So it is.
Yeah, because
But
I
I love
saw a lot of
making
people
squat
over
videos.
nationals was saying that like you did really good photos as well.
Man, the reception of that was incredible. Like, I just wanted to sort of, I wanted to make Jack proud because he entrusts me with so much.
Yeah,
But then, of course, I wanted to make everyone else happy with their photos
yeah,
because I'm sorry if you're coming to me and you're paying what, like 50 quid for a session of photos, and I send them to you and they're all shit. Like, that makes me look bad, and that makes
yeah.
you feel even worse because you've spent that money on that. But man, no,
Just to get crap
it's an
photos.
unreal experience. So it is. I do think it's a little bit more fun than MC, but man, when you're at a comp and you're not doing MC as much as I have, I think I've MC'd every comp that I've volunteered at, which is I don't know how many I more or less do every comp. It's
That would me
incredible.
with commentary.
Man, it's insane. See, once you find something that you're good at and people actually enjoy, especially when it comes to comp, it changes everything. Like, I actually don't like comps. If I'm not doing something, I find comps so boring.
Yeah.
Like, I am the most anti powerlifter out there. I can't stand a comp. Like, yes,
Like,
it's nice going and seeing like the boys going and lifting and being like, okay, yeah, you've done well there, but man, see us sitting there all day.
yeah.
Yeah,
I must have
you need
sat for
something to
like
do.
10 hours of that rookie power.
Man, I'm
Because
surprised you done. I'm surprised you done
Peter was taking
nationals as well.
photos. No, at nationals, I only sat for one session, not doing anything. And that was the one where I was sat. It was the PM one. It was it was the one Jack was competing in. And then Saturday AM I spotted loaded, and Sunday AM I commentated. But rookie par I actually did apply for, but I didn't get anything, so I was just kind of existing there while Peter took photos.
Yeah, like I only got a spot in the rookie in the morning, and we knew fine rightly that Jack was going to be there all day taking
Yeah.
photos. And man, I don't know if any of you saw, but halfway through that session, I went down. I was like, do you know what? Give me the laptop. Let me do something. Like I need to do something. I cannot just sit here for another two
Oh, it
hours. I
was
can't
so
do anything.
cold in Asylum as well.
It was awful. Oh my days.
Yeah.
I was falling when I was still freezing.
I was sat down beside the only radiator in the room, and it was still freezing.
Yeah.
What'd you get for
Um,
having a big, massive container just?
yeah. It's a nice gym, though. We're only on the third question here. We'll not ask you individually. We'll both just ask you at the same time now. What would be your favorite meet you've competed at and why? And it doesn't have to be your best performance.
You go first, Cameron. I'm still trying to think.
Mine would be British. First ever out of country comp. First ever proper bench only comp. Not since Sammy's not a bench only comp, but first ever comp that I had to qualify to get to. It was insane. It was incredible. Like, other than the traveling, I don't do traveling. I can't really stand traveling. But as soon as I got there and I got situated, and as soon as I walked into the room, it was insane. Like, it's weird going to a comp, especially because more or less everyone over here knows everyone. Like, you can't go to a comp and you don't know someone. To go into there, and I didn't know anyone, but man, I had a great time.
Happy days.
The cookies from M&S and a Buzzball afterwards, like, made it all made it all worth it. So it did.
Oh,
Like, it was my best comp to date for bench, hitting that sort of 140, which has got me going to Commonwealths. But man, it was all together. British comps are completely different. Like, they're insane. Just even just the way they're run, it's an experience I would try and tell everyone to do if they can, even once, and you'll thank me for it.
even if I had a mate going over, I'd just ask to go with them just so I could see the atmosphere.
I agree. It's weirder for bench because there is none.
Yeah, but like for a British nats like full par nats.
Full Parnassus looks incredible. The sort of the atmosphere and the buzz you get out of that is insane. Unfortunately, I can't say that I've been to British Nats,
Yeah.
But like,
we went to bench nats, so it sort of counts.
Yeah, exactly. But man, I haven't been in more of a tone dead sort of comp for atmosphere. But it's bench. You expect it. You don't expect everyone to be
It's most low
screaming and jumping
cortisol.
about after a second attempt. Like,
yeah, it's just a low cortisol movement. Yeah,
it's live on press. That's all I need.
Jack, are you doing open nats this year? British.
I don't know. I would like to, but I don't, because the way the British thing is now, it's top 16 lifters in the Fed. So like
the new qualities.
You're gonna need like 8-10 plus probably.
Mm.
I reckon, like, because you have Nathaniel hitting over 900, and you got Sanchez hitting like over 900. You got a lot of guys in the GB are hitting over 870. So I think just to get an invite, you need like over at least 8-10.
Yeah.
So if I can get an invite, of course I'll go. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. 8-10.
That's just even like get looked at. It's wild because I think the way British are working theirs or the Caprino. So if they're doing Caprino 3, it's basically like, say, over the last 3 years, average total, which would have got you podium. So I think for GB selection to go to Worlds, you need, I think, is it 911, 916 or 97? That's a random number, but it's like over 900. And then because there's no Western Euros either, if you go to Worlds, you're most likely going to go to Euros.
Yeah.
So it's around high standard.
Have you thought your favorite meet you've competed at?
I think the last Commonwealths was pretty cool because it's the first time I actually end up getting medals at international. I got a squat medal. I got a squat medal, and then I got a deadlift medal and a total medal. So I think I came second on squats, third on deadlifts, and third on total. And then everyone who was competing over that one, like, it was such a bro session. The 105s, like, everyone was just like becoming like best mate straight away. Like Jamie Laidlaw, Scottish 105, absolute demon with deadlifts, went out to pull 350, which I think is the biggest tested deadlift in Scottish history, I think. Like everyone's just out the back cheering for him. Like it's mad. Yeah,
Yeah,
Connell's a good crack, especially as well
everybody
for
was
getting.
very loud at Collins.
Oh mate, the Scottish team are mad. Like I went out
Yeah.
and the Scottish were cheering for me as if I was one of their own. There's a nice team
No,
aspect behind Commonwealth as well. It's good to see.
I remember the metric that I saw. It was like the Scottish audience was like number one noise, and then Northern Ireland was something like second or third.
We actually weren't too bad. I think they did
Uh,
that in the at the banquet.
all right. No, I think
The Scottish
the
good
stream
crack.
was actually getting muted for a few of the Scottish lifters.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. I can imagine that.
Oh. Well, go to you first, Jack. Has being a powerlifter helped you become a better photographer? I think that's probably been covered. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm trying to arm with MMA as well, so I can like kind of carry some skills from the photography or powerlifting and the what do you call it, MMA. Same with strongman. I shot strongman yesterday, and most of it was kind of similar vibe, like candidates and setups and all that. Yeah, it's good. You also get exposure in different environments. Like NI Nationals was a good example. The lighting there was unbelievable. So
Yeah.
like you could shoot whatever way you want, edit whatever way you want. Some other comps it's a bit more challenging when it's really dimly lit. It's a nightmare to try and shoot.
Yeah.
So you have to try and like see what you have in your arsenal to try and bring out some decent photos in a really bad like lit environment.
I don't even know if we covered this because we're trying to go. We're somehow going pretty fast. What moments in a competition are your favorites to capture?
Oh, that's a good question. I think either celebrations or either when people are pulling for the win or their final lift. Usually have to get like all the good stuff.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
also kind of learn like certain people, like which is another fun thing because you kind of like start to learn how people like are as a person. So
and like
like
predict them.
George, yeah, so George McNichol, I think from
George
Hi,
Nickel,
George
yeah.
Nichols. Yeah.
Florian. He's fucking class for getting photos of. He's so animated. So I know when he walks out, right, I'm gonna get plenty of good shots here.
Yeah.
Which I wish I was like that as a person, because like you get really cool shots when you just kind of let yourself go and the
I know
heights
what
of
I'm doing
stuff.
next comp because March was only the first you'll see of me.
Yeah, more hype the better, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Cameron? What are your favourite moments in a competition to capture?
I think it's more the walkout, especially walkout for seconds and thirds. It's sort of capturing that real serious moment. And then even just not even that, even just before they're just walking out, that sort of intense moment you have with a coach. Like you can see in sort of the videos that the one that comes straight to mind is recent Galway
Yeah.
and Nationals there.
I was
Like
thinking
you'll
the
know
same
exactly
thing.
what video I'm on about. Like getting shots
Yep.
of that there and then getting shots of bars loaded, smacking the back, having the chalk fly up, and then just seeing them walking out. It's so intense.
Like
But
it's
I
a
think it
movie.
makes a class photo.
Yeah.
That and then I would say there was a really nice photo captured of me and Corey was celebrating. I think celebrating with a coach is a really nice one
Yeah.
because especially if it's a coach you've had for a while.
Jack got a lot of me in race at the March comp.
Yeah, like stuff like that there, where you're showing that at the end of the day, it's not just somebody you pay; it's somebody who actually wants you to succeed and are happy for you
And like
succeeding. I think seeing
goes
photos like
through the
that there is
depths with you.
incredible. Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. And is there a part or is there a left or a part of a meet that is hardest to photograph well?
Bench. I hate shooting bench. That's why anyone who ever gets photos of me, you maybe get like one or two shots of bench. It's such a nightmare.
Yeah.
Just because mainly like, so you'll get a nice shot of someone walking out or sitting on the side of the bench. Apart from that, when you're actually going to get your attempt, unless there's a lot of space to work with, you're most likely just going to get in either the back of someone's head or their shoulders. I just think it's such a waste of a photo for someone to have. Like if they, I'll always include the like say they only got their second bench, I'll always include a photo of it.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, I think it's just such a waste of a spot for one of your photos.
Yeah.
So there's a bench only comp in July. I'm not shooting it. I think my sister's gonna cover it for me. So I don't know what way the photos are gonna turn out.
Oh well.
It's
No,
yeah,
I think I only have like 3 bench photos from the March comp.
yeah.
Like that.
Sorry about
I
that.
think I got one.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Bench is the poverty left anyway.
I
see,
have one of me like setting up, like wedging up down the bench, and then like another one where it's just in my hands. Like that's
yeah,
it.
I think the first, I don't think I got photos off you for the Christmas Classic, but the only freebie I got was just of my back on the setup.
I thought that was a good photo because it had the demand greatness down the back.
Yeah.
I thought that was a sick photo.
No, looking back at it, I sort of didn't give you enough credit at the time.
Yeah, bench.
Well, here for
for sure.
bench, you should try and strap the camera above
I should.
to get the sound shot.
Let's get camera on a step.
Bird's
Like,
eye
yeah,
view.
camera.
just the overhead view. Somebody sat somebody sat geeking, like going at the ceiling as they set up. Oh,
I
I
think
can already see Bobby doing that.
don't give him ideas.
No,
He
please
will.
don't. It's the last thing we need.
It's fine. He's watching this in 1.5x speed.
Oh, fair.
Uh, uh, did I ask you, Cameron, or would you agree on bench?
I would, yeah, bench is hard unless you find a really good spot to depend, as Jackson, on the space. But I actually find it harder doing warm up room in area.
Hmm.
See, especially the sort of one that comes to mind like straight away is Korean, because all you want to do is you want to get somebody. I want to get a really nice photo either side on or in front of somebody getting hyped up before they come
Yeah.
out. But man, there's not enough space,
The
and
tunnel
especially
was
with people
so
lining up
cramped.
behind them, man, it's insane.
Oh,
But then
see
with the
handling.
bro, with the warm up room, we see everyone running about as well, and you're like, oh, that'll be a really nice photo. As soon as you go to snap it, there's 4 people walk past you. Like,
Yeah.
of course, we're not there. We're not there to demand anything. We're there to get things in action. So you don't care.
Yeah.
But in the back of your mind, a wee bit, you're like, flip, just ruined that a wee bit. But-
Just missed it.
To be fair, the warm up room in March it was packed.
Yeah,
Went
like
Yeah, it was-
don't get me wrong,
yeah.
it was a really well run comp. My only nitpick was whenever I was handling on the Saturday, I kept going down on one knee and nearly knocking a monitor behind me, and it was doing my head in. Whenever there was a projector on the whiteboard and then there was a TV right behind me, and every time Adam or Peter went out to go for a lift, I had to sit and make sure I didn't whack a TV over.
yeah,
But
especially when you're in such an extreme headspace, where the only person that you're concerned about right now is
it's them.
your lifter going onto the platform, and then after that, the only other people you're concerned about is the judges to see what they do.
Yeah.
Like surroundings do not count in that situation. That's why I think Nationals has done well, because no matter where you went after you sent your lifter out, you couldn't hit anything. The only thing you probably
Yeah,
would
it
hit
was
probably
so open.
the side ref. But I think caught like that layout was gorgeous. If you can get
Yeah.
more sort of comps like that there with a bigger layout, especially in the walkout, would be very good for especially the media
Yeah.
side of things.
But obviously, you can only do certain things in a gym. Like,
Yeah,
it's easier with a venue.
you can only do what you have, so you can.
Yeah. I probably know the answer to this already, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Tell us about the closest battle you've ever watched.
Watched? Oh shit. Bobby maybe in Flanagan. I'm trying.
Is that the
I'm trying to think of
closest?
other ones. Yeah, I think. Who was competing in March?
What day?
I think were the 83s not quite competitive that day as well.
No, I got smoked
Well,
with like 50.
was it 83 sub juniors?
That could have been.
Because it
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
wasn't 83 juniors, because there's 20 kilos between me and Solomon.
Oh, I can't remember then. And then I think nationals as well. There's a girl from Gainforth, Emer. She's kind of new to the scene. It
Yeah.
was really good. I think her and Georgia, I think, were going
Yeah.
head to head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that came down to they lifted the same weight, ended on the same body weight.
Mm.
I think
Can't
same-
remember.
Same with Daniela as well. So Daniela
Yeah.
was the first flight, I was the second flight, so I didn't really get to watch her until like after the comp. I
Yeah.
think she ended up tying on body weight as well. It would have been fun to watch that one, but I was trying to catch glimpses while also warming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you agree, Cameron? Closest battle?
I would agree on the Danielle's one, Emer's one, but I'm not gonna lie to you, that's like as soon as it comes over, it
Forget.
runs in my head.
Yeah.
So it's like as soon as like I could be at a Jack hunt and somebody asked me the next day, be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I could tell you his deadlift because his deadlift's the same at every comp, like." But other than that, I'm like, I don't know. It was well enough. I have to look at like I get so that's why I like after comp posts because I'm like, oh yeah, I was there for that. Oh no, that's what you hit. That's what you hit.
That's what
That's pretty sick.
happened.
That's insane. So there's that's the numbers you hit. That's pretty cool. But no, man, it's as soon as it's over, I'm like, sick. For some reason, the weights just don't stick, but the places do. I could happily tell you, like the most recent comp, like he came first, second, third, but as soon as it comes down to what weight was loaded on the bar, man, I'm completely useless.
Just out of the one ear and out the other.
100%.
Jack, what's the funniest thing that's happened while taking photos? For you, at least, if you can think of any.
Does it have to be powerlifting related?
No, because I know you do
Okay.
other things as well.
There's an MMA one I was shooting. Was it last month? And I was like the cage side, like right up against the fencing. The way MMA works, I don't know if I had no knowledge of MMA until I started shooting it like last month. Never watched a fight. I
Yeah.
had two of the coaching team beside me, and they were shouting their like fighter like what to do because the guys they were grappling the whole time. But before that even happened, so the coach is down beside me. The fighter walks out. The second fighter comes out. Coaching team beside me said to their fighter, "Oh, like he's scared, he's shaking, like he doesn't look confident. You're like you're going to win here. Like you got no problem. Like give him hell." Within like 30 seconds, the guy who was in the side beside me just knocked out straight away. It was hilarious. I was like, you don't underestimate, like, like even in all sports, like people just go in and just don't really estimate. They're just kind of like assume they're going to beat people.
Yeah.
And I don't really have like, I don't say an ounce of respect, but like, they just assume things are going to go to plan. I
Yeah.
thought it was quite funny. They were just smack talking this guy, and then their fighter got laid out like almost instantly, just got dropped. I couldn't help but laugh. I didn't like laugh out loud, but I was like, oh,
Just laugh in your head.
yeah.
What about you, Cameron? Anything NIPF comps?
Any photos or any situation that has either Zach and the asylum ones who always handle him, or Sammy. Zach is the most. I love Zach, but Zach is the most. What's the word? I was going to say unserious lifter in a warm up room. I've never seen someone other than Trevor just not have a care in the world, especially when in the back. And Sammy, every time a camera points towards Sammy, you just see it going through his head. He's like, I'm going to have about 17 different poses for you to take here. Like, I know, I said to him one day, I was like, man, I'm trying to take serious ones. Come on, like, give me a serious one. He looks at me and goes, nah, I don't think I will. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
No,
but I think them
no,
two,
I don't think I will.
especially Coleraine having Nicky, Josh, Callum, Zach, and Ryan in the same corner, all sort of trying to get Zach ready. It's just seeing them, and they're just I love them, all the pieces, but they're so unserious. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Like they go and have a good time. I think that's what comes through. I think that's a lot of people are missing on the comp. They go and have a good time.
Maybe it's
But
just
man, they
being
are
equipped.
a funny group of people. Like,
I'll send that photo across to the podcast page. We'll try and find it because I'm pretty sure there's a photo of that of all them
Yeah.
posing.
Yeah, I
just
I might
before
have seen
Zach's
it.
last deadlift.
There's a few good ones actually. I should probably contact NIPF Central as well about.
Just
Has some great meme photos there.
it's just like I don't know about either of you because you're unk. Braden or Charlie, like, did you ever have like a leavers video leaving school and then you send in like all your photos of other people, and then
Oh,
it gets
We
put
did that
in?
for our formal awards. We had to
Oh yeah,
send,
for
like, the
formal
most
awards or something like that. Yeah,
most
like
embarrassing photos of people.
that's how NIPF Sentinel's gonna be moving.
I love it.
Mhm.
It's great. No one's safe.
Yeah.
Just waiting for Jack's favorite photo of me where I'm sticking out my tongue and getting forth to be put on it.
Actually forgot about that. Got two.
Oh,
Too.
you know all the
Oh,
Harry
you're just
Leavesley stickers, Charlie?
People also forget as well. Like
Oh,
the amount of photos I have, it's like so I take photos and maybe taking say like 5 or 6 photos of that one. Say for example, it's a person walking out. I have 5 or 6 photos of that, and some of the photos like I don't send people because they're so bad, it's hilarious. Like just like some of the facial expressions.
Do you just have them?
No, I
one of them
delete
you
them because I
sent
feel
me.
bad.
Oh,
I looked so retarded in it. Where is it? It looks like I'm sniffing something.
this is just a debate if it actually focuses on the camera.
That's it. What is coming for you?
Wait, hold on. Does it work? Is it too dark? Hold on.
No, just hold it up for a while, and then it
It'll,
should.
it'll adapt.
Does it work?
It's just a white screen.
No, man, no.
that's just why
It's not working, bro.
Turn your brightness down.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
I got plenty ones like that. They all get deleted. Don't worry.
That's not even a bad one. I don't think that's like the worst.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen.
think I
probably
look
seen
stupid
worse.
as hell.
Jack's definitely seen worse.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Jack's naughty as well. He always gives me good photos. He,
of course
he
he
loves
does.
we pose.
Oh, I can think of the one with all them ones stood at the edge of the tunnel. Jack, Nikki, Ryan, and all. And you posted it. I can't remember what they were doing, but they were all like posing.
It's another one as well. You're on about. I'll send
Yeah.
that one to the page.
I'll start with Cameron. What's your favourite thing about being involved in the NIPF community?
It's a tough one, but I think because we are so small, like obviously we're getting bigger and bigger every year, but I think because we're all so small, we all sort of know each other in a way. Like there's not, of course, there's going to be beef when it comes to a comp, but outside of comps, like you can sit and chat away to sort of anyone. Everyone knows you. Like you'll walk into any gym around here that has NIPF lifters in it, and you can go up and be like, "Oh, what's happening?" You'll go sit and have a conversation while you train.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of something that the likes of bigger federations, especially in like the Scottish, the English, that don't have because they are so widely spread out. Where over here, it's you have maybe 8 or 9 actual powerlifting gyms, where it's how you compete up here. You compete down south, and you can just go in, you can meet anyone. But I like the people. I like the way it's the sort of comps itself. I think they're well run, especially as like it's not a dig, but it's the same people every comp.
Yeah.
Like you know, finally you'll have Jack there. I'll be there. I rarely miss a comp for some reason. You'll have the likes of yourself there. You'll have Josh there, who's always doing stuff. You have Lisa there, who's always doing stuff. So you always know you're going to go in. And if you are struggling, especially on a day, if you're somebody new, that you have all these people around you who have been here, done that, and went back to Rary 3 times over. So I think stuff like that there is nice, but you don't get in the likes of your bigger federations. There's a bigger sense of community here than I think anywhere, just due to the size. I think that's one of the best things of having it, especially going the likes of commies and stuff. Like I don't think there's somebody on that list I don't know. So you best believe
Yeah.
if you're stuck in a room with me, I will be chanting the absolute shit out of your ear, like because
Yeah.
there's nothing else to say in here. We're all fighting for the same thing at the end of the day.
Yeah. What about you, Jack? Anything to add?
No, I think it's about right. Like I like the sense that like even though we're a small federation, there's like good sense of community in it. Like
Yeah.
kind of makes it better. Like and then the fact also like amount of that like comp wise, if you want to go like that international or national level route, you know, you got like your home nations, small nations, Commonwealths. Then you also have the opportunity to go across to England and try and compete for Team GB. So I think there's really good opportunity here as well. So yeah, just yeah.
One last question before we get on to the funny questions from Instagram that we have. I asked you during the week, do you have a hot take about powerlifting that you'd like to share? Do you want to go with yours first, Jack, if you have it?
I got a couple here actually. That's write them down because I
Actually, to be
completely-
fair, I did say it doesn't matter if it's just one or multiple.
I got three, but they're quick ones. I might get some hate for this. Having GoFundMe if you're an adult. If you're an adult and you work full time and you're asking people to pay your way to go internationals, so for example, Commonwealths are going to happen every 2 years. So
Yeah.
just set aside like X amount each month, like 30, 40 quid or something. That's not a lot if you're an adult in the grand scheme of things. Like, how much does it take away these days? Like 10, 15 quid, a couple of beers a weekend. Just skip one weekend, set some money in the side, and start saving. Worst case scenario, you don't get selected for Commonwealths. All right, I've saved, a bit of money. I can go out and treat myself. If you're a sub junior, junior, it's a different story. Like,
Yeah, I was actually going to ask that.
if you're a 16-year-old and you are working, you're not getting paid an awful lot. You're still gonna rely on your parents. Like, I kind of paid towards Maverick there. I think he's a great lifter, and I know the circumstances. If you're a kid, it's gonna be hard to pay your way. And I think everyone else kind of has the same view on that. Juniors, it's hit or miss. Like, you got a job and you're working part time. Fair enough. You need a bit of money. I understand it. So that's my view on the GoFundMe.
I agree so much with that. So I would actually, it's actually one of mine. So it is as well.
Charlie and Braden, what are your thoughts?
And yeah, I get your point. As an adult, you shouldn't be asking other people to pay things for you. It's your
Yeah, if you're like
responsibility.
in your mid-20s, I'd say.
Yeah.
Or even like 23
I
plus.
also donated to Maverick because
Yeah, so did
my
I.
mate, seeing him at Worlds has been unbelievable. Like Northern Irish lifter at Worlds.
I think it's great.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you'd also like to think that if you don't donate to Maverick, he'd donate to you if you were in his
Exactly.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you said
Another
about the
one?
community thing. Right, another one?
Buying international singlets.
Yeah,
Don't like, or even selling them.
I agree.
Say for example, so I know NIPF we only get the one singlet. Like, that's is what it is. If you're in a nation where you get a new singlet each time you get a cap, why not just swap it with another one at Worlds? Like, that person's put the same amount of work in to get their international singlet. Like, why not just swap whatever for a singlet? I don't get selling it to a third party. They're going to
Yeah.
profit off your success. And then you're going to have some random with like 30 GLs kicking around in like a GB singlet or something. Which
Yeah.
people are like
Or
putting
just
hundreds of hours in to get.
Yeah, just some random like local level person with like a 60 GL running about with a Swedish singlet and a Welsh comp or
Exactly.
something.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't get that.
no, neither.
It's
Because then there's also
kinda takes
less
away from
chance
your
of
work.
you actually, yeah, you don't feel like you earned it. You just bought it.
Exactly, which is what I don't get. The last one I have is slightly different to that. 24-hour weigh-ins. I think they're stupid.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
Why weigh in on Friday? Say for example, I weighed in 103, and then Saturday I compete and weighed 108. I set a record. My record's gonna
Yeah.
say, "Oh, he weighed 103." It's like, well, I didn't. I understand we do our weigh-ins. They're 2-hour weigh-ins. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, kg or two compared to several, I think it's a bit wild.
Yeah. Like,
No other sports do it
you'd
as
be
well,
classed
but
as a light 120 if
exactly,
you weighed
yeah.
108, so what's the point?
Yeah.
Anybody else input on that?
No, no.
Agree.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
and fighting, that's the big thing. It's like 24-hour weigh-ins because
Yeah.
then you can come in, weigh in the next day. Say your opponent like didn't sleep well or something. He's only put on 3 kilograms, so you put on like 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Like you obviously have a
Yeah.
much bigger advantage. It's the same in lifting as well. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's not
different
understanding.
because, say, if you have like a weigh in at 8:30, left off at 10, like you're more likely to weigh all the same body weight or close enough.
Yeah.
It's just better fair ground, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron, do you have any hot takes?
I do. I have a few as well. So one that I think I've actually already touched on, that powerlifting is such a boring sport to watch. So it is.
I'd say
get me
locally, yeah.
No, man, I mean everywhere.
Mm.
Like there was, I'll give you an even example. Most recently, the last Sheffield there, Jack was like, "You gonna watch it? Come on, there's gonna be big fight here, big fight there," and I'm like, "No, there's nothing that I want to do less of my time than sitting watching powerlifting of a fella that I don't know what he does not know I exist." So I don't
Yeah.
like. There's a difference in going to a local meet, watching your boy lift, being really happy for him, and then there's going to sticking it on YouTube, SBD Sheffield. You're like, okay, fair enough. Big boy lifters, best lifters in the world. But man, I don't get it.
Yeah. And then a lot of people will say even last Sheffield just past wasn't even up to the hype either.
Yeah, no, I heard there was like, don't get me wrong, I've sat and watched the Sheffield.
Yeah.
I watched 4 lifts. No, sorry, I watched 6 lifts out of the entire thing at Sheffield, and it was the last Sheffield that Jesus was at, so it wasn't this year, it was the year before,
Yeah.
and it was basically just all his lifts. But I loved his bench. But I just think personally, there's a lot of other things that I could be doing with my time than sitting watching.
Like playing Rocket League.
I can relate to that.
that.
Even
But
watching
that
it while
is
you play
that.
Rocket League would be nice.
Yeah, but then you're like, oh, I've just missed that. Oh well.
Mm.
I think it's one of those ones where I love working at a comp, but I can't sit and watch a comp.
Yeah,
So I can't.
that's fair enough.
I think next one is one that's sort of it has been around for a while, but I think more recently now because there is such an influx of new people joining. I think especially younger ones are more concerned about fitting into a weight class than doing actual training. Like the way that I was taught to do powerlifting was for your first year, maybe 2. If you want to compete far enough, compete at the weight you're at, but just get the training down, get the fundamentals of the actual lifting down, get the weights up, and then you can start worrying about a weight class.
Yeah.
I think people coming in now that are too concerned with, oh my days, I need to be a 63, or oh, I want to be a 74 so bad. But then using all that energy on that compared to actually, making it better, making their numbers better so that they can, when eventually they are going to be competitive and wanting to do more comps, then they actually can't be competitive other than trying to put on a bodybuilding show when you're meant to be a powerlifter.
Yeah. Any other input?
I have another one actually thinking about it. Actually, nah, I'll not say that's right. I'll be that person. I'm not gonna into it. I'll open the can of worms.
Oh, right. Do you have any more, Colin?
I can give you one more, which I think might get me with a kill, but it's a hot take for a reason.
Yeah.
Qualifying for home nations is a bigger achievement than being selected for Commonwealths, just due to how the selection processes are done.
I'd agree, but I don't know how the Home Nations selection process is done, but it does seem to be easier
Jack,
from the outside for Commonwealths.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Homies is based on GLs for the entire nation and not just you, isn't it?
It's top 6 male and females from each home nation.
I wouldn't say that's a hot take. Like, it's top 6 people competing at probably like one of the higher level competitions that they can do here in Northern Ireland. So
yeah, and commies takes a whole lot more people.
Yeah, I think due to it being like you need to be top 6 nonetheless, and that's top 6 in every weight class. Against
is that top 6 on GL across all males and females?
Yeah.
Right.
So like if like the top 6 people were all like 120s, it'd be them.
Yeah.
It would just be a whole thing of 120s, where commies is like your top 2 or 3 per weight class, and then obviously like you got your ages and stuff going into there.
Yeah.
But I think that home nations looks like an unreal comp. Don't get me wrong. I think home nations should be like it is the goal, other than like doing like bench worlds and stuff. But don't get me wrong, like I am honored And if the Commonwealth, even if you've been invited to the reserve of the Commonwealth, like definitely be proud of yourself because you've put the work in, and if people have seen that you put the work in, it shows that you put the work in.
Yeah.
But I think combinations would be a bigger achievement than doing finals.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Doing that one form is harder than doing the
Oh,
competitions.
nah, I said I think I said to Bobby, like, even after doing that form, I'd expect to just go because
I was
Calvin
messaging
would know
Bobby.
my would know my stress of having to fill that out because it took so long.
I was
the one
messaging
thing.
Bobby the whole time through it because
Yeah.
Reese was on holiday. I didn't want to bother him, so I was just messaging Bobby like, "What's this mean? What's this mean?" Just things like that.
Yeah.
That was just unnecessarily long.
Yeah. Now we're on to the fun questions. From Instagram. Charlie, do you want to read the first couple out?
I'll go for the first couple. Are we doing the first two that are sitting here, or are we
Yeah,
just...
why is
Yeah, I don't know why they're separated, but I just started separating questions so I knew what one I was on. But
Do you want me to do that one, or do you want me just to move on?
Charlie, it's up to you. It's up to you, Bert. Just
no, you should start with the first two.
First two, okay. These are both from Peter Bridges. What's better, single ply toilet roll or double ply?
Double.
What's the brand with the dog on it? Like the little
Andrex.
toy. Yeah, that one there. I think that's especially as a big boy. I think that's what you need after a big feed. I don't know about you, like, but that's what I fucking need after a big feed. Like,
I was not expecting this question.
This is so unserious now. That's why I said the fun questions. Right, Charlie, what's the next one?
The next one isn't a question, it's more so like a statement. Do the thug shake.
I didn't hear that.
I don't
Do the thug shake, he said.
I have a bad back. I can't.
I'm monk, so
Excuses.
That's like 30.
I'm 26. Fuck you.
It's basically 30.
Yeah.
You're closer to the grave than you are anything.
Charlie's just
That's not
jealous
nice.
of my pro leg hair.
Charlie.
What?
Jack should won the
Just
British
jealous.
Masters.
This next question's from Cameron. How does diabetes affect you, if at all, when it comes to the likes of picking for a comp on days compared to normal day-to-day life?
Oh, wholesome. I thought it was gonna be a funny one or abusive.
No man.
Not yet.
Days are a nightmare because you're gonna love all the memes here. Obviously, when you're stressed, you get an increase in cortisol. And there we go.
Yeah.
Fucking teenage. Yeah.
Right.
I laughed
right.
at Charlie laughing.
Yeah,
So
that's what you're all say.
increase in cortisol, it's going to increase your fight or flight response. For diabetics, that's going to increase your insulin resistance. So the more kind of hyped you get around comp day, especially on like before lift, your bloods are going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
Your blood sugars go up, basically affects your CNS and your body's like ability to process glucose as a means of energy. So you'll actually feel a bit weaker. So there's like for my third squat, even though I'd squatted 305 before, going out for 295, my legs just felt weak and shaky because my bloods were going so high. So you get your bloods go high, you start feeling weak, and then you start feeling, for me, I'll feel a bit dizzy and hungry because your body basically thinks it's being starved of glucose. So then it tries to break down muscle as a means to get more glucose.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't need it, it thinks it needs it. So come comp day, obviously your adrenaline's to the roof, and a big part of comp day is the eating aspect. So basically, I'll try and have a bit of breakfast just to get something into me in the morning. Then as it gets closer to comp, my blood's gonna start climbing, and then I'll do my squats and I'll be fine. But once I hit bench and deadlift and I start refueling, it's gonna go even higher because I'm not eating carbohydrates. When I inject my insulin, it's gonna take too long for my insulin to get like basically the ball rolling and for it to work, get the sugars under control. Like I have screenshots from my like everything on my phone which like tracks my blood sugar. And like your blood sugar ideally should be around 7. There's last nationals my blood sugars were like 21. and it's like a nightmare. Like, so it's fine, like training wise, because I know I have a routine to come in from the work, have my dinner, go to the gym, and they're fine. Usually week 4 still be a bit high because the adrenaline's kicking in the morning. Comp days are a complete different ballgame. Like I can spend months training on comp day because high blood sugars just kind of mess the whole thing up, which is a pain. Because I know how much you're
Yeah.
capable of, but your body's just fighting against you.
Boy just says nah.
Exactly.
Or are you Charlie's?
From I'll do what 2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. So this is from Calvin. How has Jack pushed through his limits with diabetes?
Just any people are in the same boat as me. Like the only thing different between our success is how much you're willing to kind of grind through it. Like that, do you know Mendy?
Yeah.
British 105.
Yeah.
He's diabetic.
Huh?
At the end of the day, like you're gonna have genetic freaks, but like he's in the same boat as me. I know he might have better genetics, but there's no reason I can't be chasing the same numbers he's chasing. It's just honestly a mindset thing, and it kind of goes to like all aspects, not even powerlifting. Like, whether you're diabetic or not, it's just kind of how much you're willing to grind through it. Yeah, motivation there for you, lads. Especially you, Charlie.
I'm trying, man. Here, I'm up. My like estimated total's up 30 kilos from March, so I can't complain.
In all fairness, I was kind of shocked. Your weekly total was like 410 or something from last week or from this week.
Which is the same as my first comp, but with fatigue double, fatigue single, and a ascending 4.
Yeah.
Fatigue singles are where it's at.
I'm going.
He knows ball.
170 fatigue double and squat. So like, Gilchrist method. Final question from me. Cameron, what is your best squat ever?
And that's from Braden.
From Braden.
Whatever was a yeah, that there, turn up. It was actually a 200 kilo squat. I done 3 days after my first ever comp. This was back when Jack used to train up in Reform, and I would spend one Friday a month going to Reform to train with Jack and like Trevor and stuff. And it was just one of those days where yourselves after a comp, you're like, oh well, we can push a boundary a wee bit if you're given the green light. And for some reason, I always get given the green light, which is something you shouldn't do because I'm not doing stupid things. Like trying to hit a 200 kilo squat, it was one of the most highest squats that I've ever done in my life, but it was in, so I think I'm going to count it. But other than that, small squats just don't get along. It's been a year and 6 months since my last squat, and I don't think there's a way of going back to it at the minute, just until I get everything else sorted for the reason why I stopped them.
As I said the other day, lives up to the Instagram name. Cameron cannot squat. Braden, can you see the document right now? Yeah,
I can. Yes.
Do you want to read the next 4 questions?
Yeah, where we get to here.
Yeah, it's the ones that are separated. Just
Peter Bridges is asking, between you two, who benches more?
Jack.
Sorry, Cameron.
Yeah. Easy enough.
My bench is shit.
Not for long. I think I'm gonna hit a 200 kilo bench before Jack does.
What are your current PRs right now?
But I'm delusional, so I think it's gonna happen. But we do have a wee side bet. Not a lot of people are aware of. Was the first person to get a GB singlet, and I think the only way that I can do that is try and go and like benching them. So the sooner I do that, the sooner I win that side bet.
Yes, I go equipped.
Yeah.
I want to bench worlds before he squats again.
Josh, I'll let you know about coming down for an equip session to get me to bench world. So
you know, ours will be seeing you.
Yeah. Next one's from Tom Irwin. What is your favorite thing to do when you're not in the gym? We'll go to Jack first.
Gigs probably. I was good at nettle gigs. It's my thing.
Mhm.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Cameron.
I'm not gonna lie, folks. I have a really boring life outside the gym. So I do. Like
Real.
my life intends of going to work, going to the gym 3 days a week, coming home, and then maybe playing some pro clubs. I used to coach football, which would have been like my best thing to do outside of the gym after like a long week. But now it is coming home, getting a strong and going to bed. I can't lie to you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you made a cool Lego set. What, yesterday? Day
I made
before?
a cool Lego set this morning, so I did. I can actually get you. I can just get a picture of video over here now. If I can turn my camera. Thank you to Jack, Daniela, Jess, and Trevor for getting the old Spider-Man Lego back up and going again. For somebody who hates building Lego, that was the most enjoyable way to spend my Sunday morning.
Hates building Lego.
I can't stand it. It actually aggravates the life out of me.
TikTok's ruined his brain.
I need more Lego.
Damn.
Man, there's
Same.
so yeah, I just don't have anywhere to put it.
I'd just make a shelf.
Oh yeah.
We had a Lego AT-AT for like a good lot of months, sitting in our front living
AT-AT,
room.
you fucking heathen.
I don't care. It was
That's poor
sitting
from
in
you,
a.
Charlie. So it is.
I can
Ooh.
tell.
That is poor from you, Charlie.
I again, I don't care. It was sitting in a big like box, like like clear plastic dust resistant box
Mhm.
for like months, right in the front room where everyone can see it.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. I want the I don't know if any who's seen it, but I want the massive Sauron tower that they brought out for Lord of the Rings.
I want that. It
But
looks good.
there is no point me getting that now because when I eventually move out, trying to move that fucking thing will be an absolute nightmare. So if I buy
Just
it,
buy
it's
it.
in the box.
Just buy it and it'll have it sit in the box until you move out.
It's in
It's
the
that
box
dumb.
for the next couple of years.
All right, next question, Braden.
Yes. So, this is from Charlie for Jack. What is it like being my son?
A nightmare.
Ooh.
How can this come from that?
Good genetics. That's all I'm saying.
I have to wait to see you grow your first hair on your face.
Give me time. Give me time.
Or test.
Oh jeez.
I'll bomb my
think
test so I can get it prescribed.
A weird
Waterproof.
sidebar in this: the fact that I apparently have now gained a child. So I have. Yeah, Calvin is apparently now my son going forward. So it is.
Yeah.
So I hope if I ever do break the junior bench record, that my son will eventually break it. I think that would be a very proud father moment. So it will be.
Follow in your footsteps.
I hope. I know what I hope he does.
You beat Trevor's, then Calvin beats yours.
I think that would be
Good shout.
absolutely perfect. So it would be, but that will just never happen.
Calvin be sitting listening to this with his tiramisu, like giggling to himself.
You're saying this like you're not his coach.
I didn't tell me the tiramisu.
I can vouch for Calvin. It's alright. When I was his age, I was trying to put on weight, and my go-to hack was a share bag of Milky Buttons because I found out it's like 1,000 calories in a bag, so I'd just sit and have a
That's
bag every
insane.
night. So when
We can tell.
discovered eating this habit. Here's
Alright, this next one's from Daniela. Why does Jack keep dropping his deadlift?
Thanks, Daniela. Like it's only happened twice in comp. It happens more so in training because I'm an idiot. It happened at Luxembourg, which was the first time it ever happened. Is the chalk they were using was absolutely brutal. It felt like talc. So I went from a second deadlift, which it might have been like 290 something, I think. And I actually dropped it when I got to the top. And Trevor's like, "What the fuck's that about?" I was like, "I don't know. It's never happened before." I was like, "I think it's the chalk because it's really like powdery and it's not like dry." So then, when I from a third deadlift, he goes, "You putting chalk on?" I was like, "No, I'm not touching that shit again." And then I got it, and it happened at the British what do you call it, Open there. I think the referee held me literally half a second longer than usual because as I was coming to lock it up, I felt I think it was my right hand, which my overhand just started to slowly open. I could feel it going. And I was like, just give me the down command quickly. And as she was like going that, it just pinged open, and I was like, oh,
so close. Blame on the ref.
Yeah, that's I've been coping.
To be fair,
yeah, I bought that.
Sorry, good.
I bought that Odyssey chalk, which seems to be a game changer so far. That liquid chalk's class.
I'm
It's good.
using some liquid chalk from the Shake Shop in Belfast, the Beast one, I think it is.
Honestly, try that Odyssey one. Unbelievable. It's crazy.
I'll have to. So
I quit though.
And now for the next.
Midweek. I've got it.
Huh?
Like it came forth.
Odyssey chalk.
Yeah.
Next time Johnny's down, he can try it.
I don't know if I'll be up this weekend, but I'll be up the weekend after. Probably for my week 4.
Charlie be there.
I'll be there before I come there, and then he'll just leave as I'm coming in.
He's there from like 8:30. Starts texting me. Why are you not here?
I'm there from 9:30.
Child.
That's because like no one else is in. Although I celebrated when Corey was in because like no one's been in like the last couple of weeks.
I've been waiting for so long. Right, next question. This is from Josh Bell, our beloved CEO. When will Cameron admit that he runs NIPF Central?
Bringing that up, I do want to give shout out to NIPS Central. I think that thing is actually that's class. Like waking up, I think it's a wee bit. I think it's maybe a wee bit sad on my part, but the first thing I want to do is go on the Instagram and see what the new post is going to be.
But, scared for each post. Man,
I wish I had the ability, or wish I had the idea to do that in the first place. It's unreal. Just the fact that I think that's something we have been needing, but nobody ever had the idea about it.
I kind of feel like it would have been a thing anyway at some point.
Yeah, we can vouch for Cameron. We were with him on Saturday, and
to be fair, I did look at his Instagram accounts. I didn't have it.
Did you DM them, Cameron?
I think I did DM them, but they haven't got back to me yet. And I think especially if it was me that would done it, then what did we see Friday? Then Saturday's one would have been about Johnny and his tail and his elbow,
which I haven't had for 2 years, by the way.
I think that if that ever comes out, other than now the judge know that they have been texting, it could have been me, but no, sadly it's not. I can hardly edit down a video
or AJ.
Yeah, I was just going to ask who runs NIPF Central if you had to pick one person.
Always potential, but I don't think he has the attention span for it.
Who?
I think he can. Bobby Wilson.
That's why I don't think it's you, Johnny.
Do you want to see my account? You literally saw my Instagram account on Friday.
I don't know. It could be anyone. Like, it does need to be somebody who knows.
It's Money Matty.
It's not Matty. He hasn't even done an IPF comp yet.
We could be saying this. It could be one of you. It could be anyone. But like, would he say come out and be like Anto or something?
Oh, I love
it.
Just Anto sitting in the house after training and goes, you know what, I'm gonna make a.
What should be Ricky Mullen?
Just to get the views up.
What should be Ricky Mullen or something?
I would like to see it being Ricky. I think it'd be funny. Oh, if it was Ricky, I think no one's safe.
No chance.
So if you had to guess one person, both of yous, who would you think? No ifs or no this person or this person, just lock it in.
Daniel.
Cameron?
I'm just gonna say Anto, just for the laugh.
Fair enough.
Anto has that in his locker, so he does.
Right. Oh, Brand like fair enough. How does this is from Bobby? How does Cameron feel being the only NI lifter to put up a decent British bench performance?
Do you know what? Like, person to go 3 for 3 today. I don't want to say it again, but I was the only person to go 3 for 3 that day. I just think it was very situational. So it was like, especially talking to Bobby after, it is very unlucky for what happened with Bobby, and especially getting the text message from him after going, "Mate, please don't be shit." Like the entire NFPF more or less riding on their shoulders here, just don't be shit. But I think it's more the fear of coming home and having to look Trevor in the eye again.
Mm.
Because I know if I did bomb out or if I went 1 for 3, that I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I would be in an undisclosed grave because Trevor got his hands on me straight off the plane. I think having that
waiting
sort
for you
of
at the gate.
like he's just waiting there. No, like
I was watching the
can't
live
even
stream.
can't even say no. It's just get straight into the car. It just don't even have to say just looks at me. Sit in the car and that's it. I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I just think it was a good day. I think, but it comes down to I cheat because I wear pair Jordans. In a way,
Wears fake Nikes.
Yeah.
like his fake shoes, so he does. So I think that I know money's not everything, but dropping a little bit of extra money on a pair of Jordans compared to a pair.
Bro, look, it's like Bobby.
I thought it was from Santa. I thought it was from Santa. So why does he have a receipt for them? So it has to be a fake receipt.
AI.
The deep fake. While we're on this topic, I just moved the question from later on to now. Lucas asks, "Are the Nikes really fake?"
I mean,
Yeah.
look at the impression. You can tell they're fakes. Like,
I spelled Nick as well for a start.
and I'm dyslexic, and I even noticed that wasn't spelled right, and that's really rare for me. So it is. But
Text
I
back to front.
I can already
It's
see
actually
this
clever.
part of the podcast being put on Bobby's story tomorrow morning with his snarky reply.
But it was actually Trevor on the day that noticed it, and he tapped me on the shoulder and he goes, "They're fake," and I was like, "Nah, I don't think they are." And then we called Bobby over we distracted him from his spot in the loading duties and looked at the shoes like, "Oh my days, they are very fake Nikes." So they are. Like, I don't know how you've gotten away with this for so long.
This is another question from Peter because he kind of spammed them and I had to spread them out. This is for Jack. What was your first camera and what made you upgrade from it?
My first one, my mum bought me for Christmas after the New Zealand Commonwealth was November, and she bought me a camera that Christmas, and I think it was a Canon EOS 500, I think. And to be honest, I just wanted a camera. Well, she knew I wanted a camera. She just bought me a camera. You buy cameras, there's a lot you have to kind of consider. Ones I shoot on now, really good hybrids for both photos and videos. But the one I had at the time, I was like, oh, here's a camera, here's a lens. I had to try and learn basically off that camera. It wasn't the best camera, but it kind of got me learning the basics.
Go you buy?
Yeah, and then I think that Christmas, because I graduated as well that December. I started my job in the NHS, I think in the February. So with like my first or second paycheck, I just went and bought a camera. I was like $2.5 grand. I had to buy a lens as well. I didn't realize lenses were also as dear.
Yeah.
I went from a Canon EOS 500 or something to a Sony A7 IV, which was my first one. And then I've upgraded now to another one, which is the Sony A7 V. So it's basically like when you have an iPhone 16, iPhone 17 sort of situation. They're both really good for photos and videos, but they're both also like, I think the A7 IV, I paid 2.2k for it, and the A7 V, which I bought literally for the March comp, was like 2.5 grand.
Yeah.
I
So
updated. Yeah. Similar enough models, just a few upgrades in the A7 V.
Yeah.
Also, like the quality of pictures so much better on the Sony ones. Like the AI tracking is mad for like people's eyes and stuff. It's got facial recognition and eye tracking. Bobby, sorry to give you abuse again. Because Bobby's so blind, the camera struggles so hard to get through his lenses to track his eyes. It just picks his head.
Next time I see him, I actually need to try on his glasses because a lot of people, I don't even know if Charlie or Braden had tried them on, but because obviously if you have clear eyesight, and you try somebody's glasses on, you'll see what they see without glasses. So I want to do that with somebody and see if Bobby's blinder than me or not.
I'm also
I was
blind.
out
I
for a
just wear
walk.
contacts.
Yeah, I got offered contacts, but I do not like the way I look without glasses, and I'm not going to take them off for this episode. So
I was out for a walk and thought, well, I didn't see Charlie till I was right beside him.
Yeah.
And I could see, I didn't have my glasses on, and I could see a car stopped and someone sitting outside waving, and I couldn't for the life of me see who was sitting waving at me. I
I
get
had my
kind of
full like
claustrophobic.
I was fully leaning out of the car with the door open, waving aggressively. Huh?
Yeah, I could see who it was.
Oh. No, I think Peter was asking about the camera because I think he has a Canon at the moment, and it's good for filming videos, but I don't think it's actually made for filming videos.
Yeah.
If
Like
correct me if I'm wrong.
Sony have a type of camera. I think my cousin mate actually sent me a text there about this asking, and I said to him, I think it's the Sony Z10. It's literally like this size, but I think it's kind of the all one like all the vloggers use. Like it's
Yeah,
kind of built mainly for video. Whereas because I mainly photos, I do videos sometimes, but it's nice to have the option to know I can go either route if I want.
yeah.
Yeah.
See if you
Sony, you can
drop
always
another
like
2K on one.
actually the one I wanted was about 3.5K. I was gonna buy it. The guy who and the salesman in the shop was like, "What are you shooting?" And I told him he's like, "You don't want this camera for what you're shooting because megapixels are so high on that camera. If you're shooting in dim light, your images are gonna be blown out." So I'm like, right, okay,
Yeah,
I'll listen to the professional. And Daniela knows like I'm so like religious when it comes to buying like expensive things. Like I've
yeah.
sat for weeks. I went through that camera, all the specs and all to understand
Yeah,
it.
because you need to know what you're
And this
spending a whole lot of money on. It's like
then this
buying a
guy gives
car.
me a curveball last minute. I'm like, oh shit. Months of
Oh,
preparation done.
get a
Yeah.
backup next time.
No. But yeah, I'm running 2 Sony cameras now, Pete.
Fair enough. Oh, this is a question from Sam Clyde. And we'll go. It's a question for both of you. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh? Both of you, and he heard that Cameron knows ball. Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh, favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, there's so many you can't choose from. It all depends on the generation, to be honest with you. I have to go Obelisk, just for the sheer willpower of what Obelisk is. Either Obelisk or Exodia would be my main two to go to, but I can't pick the likes of those cards. Or like when you look at the easiest thing to compare to is Pokemon. So like Obelisk and Exodia would be like your legendary Pokemon. But if you have to pick like a base one, you can't go wrong with a Haribo. Gibberish to every single one of you. You don't know Yu-Gi-Oh, but
I
for the
don't know
ones who know
anything.
Paul, like that's good shit there.
I've heard of Exodia and like that's it. Or is it like three eyes white dragon or something?
I've heard of Pokemon
Yeah.
cards. That's
I'm
about
the
it.
same, Johnny.
Pokemon
Yeah.
anyway, yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if Sam actually knew if you knew Jack because he said for both of you. So we're just gonna cancel you out, yeah.
That's fair. I don't know anything.
Now a question from Corey Jameson himself. Who's winning the silver medal at Sammy's?
So maybe I'll just let Cameron
PMD
win
an
it.
agreement, yeah, that Jack's gonna let me win by 2.5 kilos because he's nice. And because
And also,
it means more to me.
It's also my week 4 bench, and I just told my coach, like, don't pick me or taper me, just let me do my normal training. So I plan to still do my squats and deadlift the day before.
I think I'm doing it the same sort of way.
Yeah, I'm not bothered about it. I'm just there for the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
Just driving down to Bangor just cause.
Maybe I'll just let Cameron win, and I'll do my actual training session in the warm-up room.
Yeah, no, I think that would be nice. I think you have too many medals anyway. So you do. I think you just let me have a nice wee silver one because found rightly that Trav just won't ever let that happen. I don't think he would ever let me or you say that we beat him at a conflict.
I reckon Trevor lets us both win, and then me and Trevor just go and do our normal session after.
I think that's that would be a nice way to do it. So
The goal should be you should beat us on body weight.
Yeah, that's not happening
So
because
if
you weigh 106, lad.
Yeah, so you got it down to 105.5. You've got a month to do it.
That's not happening. I will happily weigh in at that comp at 117. There's no chance I'm getting below 110.
So apparently Charlie's handling it this comp.
You asked me to.
I hope you are.
I need to get someone to cover me in work because they refuse my time off. But there'll be someone.
Tesco's not very lenient.
Cameron, my game day for Jack is 200 kg opener.
Nice.
3 attempts.
Good.
3 attempts on it, so.
3 attempts. Okay, well, that sounds good to me.
We'll try 200 3 times. You'll get it eventually.
Never failed it.
It will be a good comp. I think it'll be a good stepping stone towards Commonwealth. I think because especially my last comp was what, and I think what the idea in Trevor's head is going almost a full year without another comp is not a smart thing to do. So I think having this and then having what is like 2-3 months in between the good shit the Commonwealth, I think we'll have a better chance there than
about 2 months, something like that. Are you going for bench only? Yeah. Well, that's actually a stupid question. What? Or Cameron? Or no, Charlie?
Can you not just do bench only at regular comps anyway, or does?
You can, but I done that for December there last year to qualify for British for this year. But man, when you have to weigh in the same time as everyone else, and then you have to sit through 2 full flights of squats, and then another flight of bench if you're on the later flight before you're even starting to warm up. For somebody who doesn't like comps or being at comps as much as me, man, it was hell. Like,
yeah, you just sat there.
There was a time where I think I fell asleep for half an hour because there was absolutely nothing to do. I think if there was something in it that if you were doing bench only, that you could weigh in at either a later time and stuff like that, there it would be a lot easier. But having the sort of same weigh in and time and stuff, it just doesn't work. Like a
weigh in during squats or something.
Yeah, having it wouldn't probably work over here in the sort of GT. You all know yourselves, we don't have as many judges as we would obviously like.
Yeah.
And having to take sort of 2 people away from that to do a weigh in for bench only athletes, but having sort of the availability there to be I'm doing this bench only, at least I don't need to be there the entire day. Because I think we got there halfway through the morning session, and I was sitting there for about 4.5 hours, and I hadn't even put a singlet on yet.
Just existing.
Existing in the back playing Clash Royale. That's all I was doing the whole time.
That just made me think of. You ever seen the video I put up of Adam Hemme? He was playing Block Blast in between bench attempts at the March Classic. Him and Lewis Heyman.
Class.
That's something I would do.
Something I'd do. I'm probably just gonna do it and then ask Jack, could he take a picture?
That's Cameron. I don't know. He's sitting backstage.
Yeah, I'm sitting backstage.
What? Alright. Well, I'll ask you, Cameron.
I don't know if any of you saw it, but I posted it well after British because then I knew I couldn't get shouted at. But there's a screen recording that I done of me sitting in the warm up room at British, hitting 1,500 trophies.
I think
I was sitting in that warm room for about an hour, and I was like, I haven't touched the bench yet. So I'm just so bored. I'm gonna play a wee bit of Clash. This would make a really funny video if I just screen record this and upload it to my story.
Oh. There's another one from Corey. If I bench press in the mirror, does my reflection get stronger too, or am I just overtraining?
I don't even know how to answer that one.
Yeah, okay, throw that one back again.
If I bench press it in the mirror, does my reflection get stronger too, or am I just overtraining him?
I reckon the reflection gets stronger too. Why not?
I'd say so too.
Yeah, I think sometimes you need to give your shadow a break. That's why, we have rainy days in the house.
Right. There's another one from Bobby. How many kilos is Cameron going to outbench Jack at Sammy's? I think we said 2.5
A
kilos.
whopping 2.5 kilograms. I can't wait.
It's going to be such a close battle.
I outbenched Jack at a training session for the first time in 4 years, and it was one of the greatest training sessions I've ever had in my life.
So I got a message from my coach there saying, just watch the videos back there, bro. I think you're right. We can start pushing things a bit more now. You're done, Cameron.
I'm done. I'm done for it.
Oh.
I think, nonetheless, it'd be a good fight. I think we should just do the exact same list, except for you go for a 20 kilo increase on your third, and I just go for a normal increase.
There was also talks of all three of us opening on the same weight, or like open the lightest we could. So if we all
It was
opened at
whoever
25,
opens the heaviest is gay, is what Trevor was saying.
so if I'm opening at 25,
Wait, so if you all open on the same thing, then is it down to body weight?
probably whoever's the heaviest is the Cameron.
No, it won't be me. No.
You'll all be entered in as
I think Trevor's
105s.
about 126 at
or
the minute, man. I
120s.
don't think it would be me.
You'll be entered as 120s and you're weighing in 93.
I'm 104.5 as of this morning.
Oh.
I need a bulk.
I'm
Yeah, you need to start getting more of that.
Something like that.
No comment from me.
I reckon both we all open at 25 and then go straight to 150.
I
get
think
some PR, and me and Trevor maybe get torn pecs or something.
yeah, that's the way to go.
Bicep.
Dean Scott asked what got you into photography, but I think we've covered that. Yeah, was the first question. And then a question for both of you from Sam Clyde: who's coming first, second, and third? We've already just covered this off the going off on tangents. I think.
Yeah, just yapping.
So probably Cameron, Jack, Trevor, maybe.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
If Trevor feels nice. There's another one from Sam. Is it true that Jack is Gunk's son, and how did it happen?
Why do you have to speak to girls first? Anything else to happen?
Right. No need.
I speak to my coworker.
I actually don't know the story of that. Why is Jack now?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Okay,
what is?
Whilst Jack was competing at nationals, I
Oh,
found
yeah.
out Johnny Salmons was doing commentary, so I messaged him saying it would be really funny if you say that Jack's a bitch on commentary. Obviously, he can't say that. So
Yeah, I don't think Josh would like that being sat right beside him.
Yeah, so he just said that Jack's my son, and that's how it's
Improvised.
It's still in your Instagram bio.
Yeah, it is. It's also on my TikTok one as well.
Oh my god.
Right.
Son concert next Tuesday as well.
Oh, you go on next Tuesday as well, my day.
Ah, yes, absolutely. And Metallica.
We'll go on the gig next Tuesday. It's quite an aggressive gig. So Charlie's the twink of the group, so he's getting fucked up the most.
Yeah, Charlie, I hope you're prepared for that.
I've been preparing.
Send me videos, Charlie.
Jack's gonna use me as basically like a flail or something and start hitting people.
Right. The next question is I didn't get a last name, so I just put the Instagram name. If it rings a bell to any of yous, a girl Simone, and then her Instagram name is Moonchild Mochi. Said,
yeah, I know who that is.
I just copy and pasted what she said in the question. She said, when are they announcing that their MPreg baby? I don't know what MPreg means.
It's me and Jack are having a child, so we are.
First I've heard of this.
No, but this
Just Jack's facial expression.
Yeah, that was meant to be a surprise for after after Sammy, so it was. But Jack, congratulations! You're gonna be a father one day, man.
I don't want to hear those words in my 20s right now. I really don't want to hear that.
Charlie, you're gonna be a granda. Congratulations.
Like Calvin's gonna have a brother or a sister.
What is this family tree here?
Circle.
Oh dear.
What, Trevor's like a great granda?
Yeah.
Trevor's the creepy uncle.
Hold on here.
He's gonna hit you when he hears that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not defending you anymore.
I actually had like a really like normal conversation with Trevor this week, other than him hurling abuse at me instead.
I wasn't.
That is a normal conversation for Trevor. What do you mean?
Okay, then I had a really odd conversation with Trevor where he didn't hurl abuse at me.
What did he say?
He just asked me whenever I was next competing and all.
So the most basic question in powerlifting.
Yeah, exactly. But normally he just insults me for no reason.
There's usually a reason, to be fair.
Yeah.
Bench
Just
pad.
sitting there doing nothing. Yeah.
And
No, I
the
don't
next question is from Charlie. When is Jack gonna squat 300 kilos in comp?
It was actually meant to happen at nationals. Then Trevor's like, "I will just chip the record." I'm like, "Right, okay."
Yeah, because it's just take what you need.
Yeah, because that's why we went 285, because we're gonna go for like a 15-kilo jump. And Trevor's like, as soon as I walked off, it's like, "How you feeling?" I was like, "You just call it." That's basically how every comp goes. Once we've done seconds, it's like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, "You call it. I'll just lift it." So he's like, "I'll just chip it." I was like, "Right, okay." If it was any other comp, I probably would have done 297 or 300. Yeah, just because. Yeah, like just you can't chip it, just chip it.
Yeah, I think it's just a lifter. I prefer like having a coach decide, because obviously handling experience and like obviously, well the it's better taking what you need rather than shooting for what you want in case you don't have what you want, but you have what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trevor's very good at calling numbers. He's like a fucking genius. It's honestly mad.
Yeah,
It's so see having him like handle you. It's your day is easy.
Like,
every time I see pause squats in the program, I just think pause PR, because I was sat in the audience whenever he shouted it. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I've actually paused 295 as well. I just said
Right.
I have paused 295 before unintentionally.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was intentional. It was a paused PB. I had to pause it. Yeah.
No, because Thomas, or no, why did I say Thomas? No, I was sat in the front row whenever you did your third squat, and I just heard Trevor walking off going, pause PR.
I don't know why I paused it. I think because usually when I squat on comp, I'll usually sink my first one, and as the weight starts going up, I'll start just cutting depth in. So like in my head, like I know there's a certain feeling in my hips where when I've just touched depth, and I thought when I did the 295.5, I just touched depth. I think I was doubt myself, which is why I paused it a slight second.
It's like, please give me this.
Yeah.
And
Johnny, do you mind if I do this last question here?
I'm just gonna say I didn't recognize this question being on the document before we started, so
yeah, I added it like basically as soon as we started. So
right.
Cameron, I got this from an anonymous source, asking, does Cameron Scott need a roommate for Commonwealth?
No, I actually don't need a roommate for Commonwealth, so I don't. You're a dick.
Who was that?
Who was it?
You're not.
Gilchrist. That was the account name.
I mean, if anyone's offering, go for it. But I'm an awful roommate, so I would advise not to.
I heard it's an open floor though.
I just think the idea of having my own room is more than enough. I don't need anyone else to share a room with.
My own mana person.
But whoever sent that question, I will find out where you are. So I will, and we will be having words.
And
particular Jack, but we will have some words.
Wasn't he? He's just trying to throw me under the bus.
I'm just gonna make sure there was no other questions that I missed on the podcast account notifications. Yeah, no, that's everything. So we've got three more topics to speak about, and then we're done. So we'll jump into the first one with tell us a bit about how photography at this month's NI Open will be done.
Sorry, sidetrack there. So that's the June comp, isn't it?
Yep.
I was there last weekend for their charity in-house comp. So if it's done similar to the one they just did, it should be quite good because they had last year. I don't know if you were there. The platform was basically had the shutters behind it. But this time they had it orientated, so the platform was straight on and the shutters were here.
Yeah.
The shutters were open, but photography wise, you had a lot of natural light coming in. So the photos I got, I don't know if you'd seen them. It was basically all the photos of people wearing blue Resurgence t-shirts.
Yeah.
The lighting was unbelievable. But I do remember last time they had a little holding area, which was pretty cool. I hope they do kind of have it again. The only awkward thing was you basically had the athletes being held, and they had to walk a path across the crowd, get down to the platform, and you had spectators getting in the way and stuff.
Yeah.
From our point of view, Cameron's running all the backstage shots, and I'm running the platform ones. Just probably split apart most of the day because I think when Resurgence, they're going to use the actual gym floors, the warm-up area. So Cameron will be out there all day, and I'll be front and center.
No, that was really annoying at June because that was my first comp, and so my stress levels were high, and then people just getting in the way whenever trying to walk over to the platform didn't help.
Yeah. I think when you have a comp at a new venue.
It was September when you did it, Charlie, was it not?
Yeah, it was still at RTF.
Yeah.
You said
June.
You know what I mean? The one at RTF.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
I think the issue is when you have a comp in a new gym, just that first time you're just trying to work out your bearings, see where's best. Once you do a few more comps there, you kind of know the setup and stuff.
Yeah.
What works, what doesn't.
Whenever you were talking about the spectators thing, for Bear Strong's first comp, I found it a little bit, obviously as my own gym goer, sort of knew where I can go, but it was really weird whenever people were standing along that black curtain and you couldn't get by them, especially whenever you need to go to the toilet during lifting. It's really separated the warm-up area from behind the crowd, and you're trying to push past people to get out between say squat and bench or bench and deadlift to maybe get something from your bag or something, because there wasn't very much room to have stuff backstage. But yeah,
I hated it so much.
Yeah.
That's why Nationals was so good though, because Nationals you had so much space, even backstage, and then spectators. I think Nationals was a really good venue, so hopefully they do keep it there over the next coming years.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of potential for that spot.
I heard a lot of people come to Josh Bell at the end of the Saturday session, especially. I think it was the end of Sunday session. It was just how it was really well run compared to last year's. I wasn't at last year's, bear in mind, but I've only just heard about it. But the emphasis was that it was really better run than last year's.
I can't remember last year's too much. Just remember being.
I think the issue with last year's was you weren't given enough space. Like I think we had like 3 rooms to use, and you only ended up using 2 of them. And like the hotel as well had a lot of issues with, because there was so much running about, that you didn't really have that much space. So you didn't like. I just remember, especially handling Corey in that one. It was a wee bit easy enough because Corey is just, when you go for comps, Corey is just one place. He's either on the rack, on the platform, or outside. But with we all worked in together. With Aiden, he about I love seeing Aiden at a comp because Aiden is just, you can't keep that man in one room at a time. But I just think last year was just, it felt a wee bit too rushed. I think that they definitely took a lot of time with it, and it was definitely a better experience for this year's one compared to last year's. Last year's was my first nationals, as even being at one, and I walked out of it with a little bit of it could have been done a lot better than it was.
Yeah, but I'm actually seeing a lot this year that they're learning a lot more. Especially like, I think nationals was the first time Josh was sat at the commentary table doing the cameras, which I thought was a really needed thing. Rather than, because you probably would have seen in other commentaries that the commentators forget to press the buttons, because I know I did in December. Forget to press the buttons just to switch cameras between walking out and lifting. So some people just didn't have some of their lifts shown. It was just the tunnel camera. But yeah, I think it's definitely a show that they are learning a lot.
Yeah, I definitely. You can tell it's gotten a lot better. So that's like I know, like we're not the oldest federation, but like we are still fairly new, and we are still going through a little bit of teething. Like, but I think within a couple of years, every comp's going to be sort of the same, where it's going to be very high quality, and you'll be absolutely honoured to be competing in one of them. Like,
and the next topic that I'd like to talk about is, this is the second to last one. If you could only do 3 accessories for the rest of your life tailored to your SBD, what would they be? And for Cameron, this, like, say if you could squat, bench, and deadlift as a normal full powerlifter right now.
Okay.
Jack, what about you first?
I'll go on the spot here.
That's the point.
So some form of row variation. Either a close grip row or a wide grip row. Probably a close grip. And then for me, I'd probably just hammer triceps because it's my weakest point for my bench press.
Yeah.
So I'd say probably skull crushers. And then I think Key and Fourth have this like squat machine, and you're basically like lying on your back.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable for like single leg work. So I don't know what that machine is, but I would do that. If I can't get a name for it, I would, yeah, but it's unbelievable.
Hard corner. It's like a leg press, but mine's right down like this.
Yeah.
The cable one. Beside the leg extension and leg curl.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I haven't actually. I have tried it. It is nice.
See for single leg work. It's very good.
Yeah. Might ask Reese to add something to my program. What about you, Cameron?
I would say the same as Jack. I'd do I think cable, tricep pull downs, or overheads would be one I would love taking with me. I think that's probably one of my favorite accessories of the entire week. If we're doing it as a full three lift, it sounds really weird, but the Pure Gym half
Sorry, your audio went muffled there. The Pure Gym what?
The Pure Gym calf machine that they have. It's a really obscure one, but there's a calf machine that they have in like every Pure Gym, and it's like one of my favorite things to do for ages when I was doing squats. And man, I haven't done deadlifts in so long. I couldn't even say one for deadlifts. But if I had to pick a third one, I'd probably do. I think just like normal sort of incline bench with dumbbells.
We're talking about deadlifts. Just what the
No,
heck
that's the
bench.
same. I cannot think of a one for deadlifts at all. Like,
RDLs.
yeah, obviously you
Sorry.
got rows. Like, no, wouldn't be doing RDLs. No, wouldn't be doing stiff legs. No. Like rows are there, but man, I think deadlifts are so out of my head that I completely forgot about I completely forgot how the deadlift altogether, as I found out the other night.
God.
Doing over and under the wrong way for the past 3 years, and I didn't realize this. Did any of you know that the hand that's meant to be over is meant to be your strong hand?
Yeah.
I just do whatever one feels right.
Yeah.
But like
I've been doing.
mine's left over right under.
Oh wait, no, I'm doing the other way. No, I'm doing weak hands over, strong hands under.
Yeah, that's why I've been doing it. Apparently, for that it's gonna have
Yeah,
your
mine's strong
gonna be
hand,
over
strong hands
instead.
under. Because my right's the under.
Never dropped a deadlift though. When I was doing
Neither.
my scripts, so like I don't care.
I've never dropped the deadlift either.
Not heavy enough to drop.
Jack.
Not heavy enough to drop.
But I have had
I
a
can
lot of
hold
occasions
three
where the bar is literally on my fingertips, on my underhand. Like, yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't mess up. No, I do not miss squat and deadlifting at all. So I don't.
Once a bencher, always a bencher.
I'm sure always a bencher. I think there's nothing nicer than going in just knowing that you're doing 3 different variations of bench every week. That's just lovely.
Yeah.
I've been again for like a year. I haven't seen Jack do anything other than squat. Like he sends me a video of deadlifting, but I don't think it's real.
Fake.
He
all
just,
AI.
he just does
Come on,
squats.
Wednesday.
Now that there's the new deadlift room, you'll see
I'm
him.
Wednesday.
Now that the
come
deadlift
Wednesday.
platforms are in the main part, you'll see him deadlifting.
I like him, Charlie.
That's like
What was it, Jack?
if he's squatting, I'm just gonna pick the one right in the corner across from his rack, so I can deadlift and just
Go for it.
Stares straight into his soul.
So, I like when he set up the gain fourth. It's
good. I like it. Yeah, everyone's together now.
Yeah, I think it's nice. The platform I was using, Braden Calvin and Cameron on the one I was talking about. There was a whiteboard like right up against the wall. Like whenever I was taking the bar up onto the jack, the bar kept whacking the whiteboard and it was doing my head in. So I was nearly just.
I did that for my primary deadlifts.
Yeah.
On the whiteboard.
So I don't know if it's too cramped or something.
Put it on the wall or something. Brandy will probably change something.
Yeah. Like it is only new look, so
yeah.
I think the more you just like let them know about like certain little things, like little tweaks, like they'll be done. Yeah. But I think it was definitely needed. I think Brandy changes that gym about once every 4 to 5 months. So we were overdue for a new change about.
Yeah, and as Charlie said, I actually do like the way that we're all together now, rather than having to run into the deadlift room to talk to somebody.
Yeah,
like from across the gym.
I'm weird. I like training in the deadlift room. I hate deadlift in front of people.
Yeah, I would also prefer the deadlift.
Also saves me having to carry all my stuff like from a squat rack at the other end of the room to the deadlift room. Yes. Just move it 5 inches.
Carrying your stuff.
Yeah, but built for athletes bag is too heavy. It's heavier than the actual exercises. And one more thing before we go, if you just want to promote yourself, go ahead. I think everybody knows you anyway.
Yeah, if anyone's after photos for any of the comps, feel free to message me. I am going to start doing videos soon at some point. I just don't advertise them too much because with videos, it's kind of a lot more pressure on me and I don't like giving people crap things. Like, I do videos at MMA and stuff because it's literally just for me to post, so no one's getting charged for it. It's just for me as a hobbyist to get something to do. But if anyone's after photos, people have said about even just having me just record, say, 3rd attempts and then let them go and do all the editing. I'll just pull it off the camera, put it through the color grading, and then send it off to them. But yeah, if anyone's after photos for any of the comments, feel free to message me. Or if they're just after, like, say, training videos and photos, I'm also open to that.
Yeah. And also, anybody wants to say?
No, I think everything's sort of covered. What else it
Yeah.
was?
It's an hour
I
and
do want
50.
to throw out a rogue one. JM presses and Spotto will change your life. You want to make
I've
JM
done JM
presses,
Press, just not
Spotto,
with Spotto.
and Buzzball.
Spotto
Don't do them together. That will change your life.
What did NIPF Central say this morning? Wait.
Oh, the lizard
It's been-
people.
NIPF conspiracy theories, and it was the lizard people at Buzzballs single-handedly control the economy, and it is directly proportional to the sales of Strawberry Rita after an NIPF comp.
I don't know if you saw the comment that I put on underneath that. I think it's very
The
true.
lizard people know me too well. That's the only
I had
comment
one
they
there.
heard it.
I think I did have one for tonight, but I was thinking it's a Sunday. I want to be good.
Yeah, Lord's Day, isn't it?
That's a tomorrow night, so it is. That's tomorrow night drink after a nice week 2 primary, so it is.
Fair enough. Right, Jack Cameron, thank you for your time.
Having a song.
And I hope you enjoy the photo editing you have to do.
My phone hasn't stopped since this whole thing. That's why I've been keep looking to the left. More people messaging.
Yeah.
Yes, there's an insight to my life after comps.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh well.
it's good fun.
I will. Bet extra money.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We should hopefully be back one day.
Hopefully, and I'll see you at Gainforth as well. Thank you both for coming on, and thank you for everybody who, if anybody listened in 1x speed to this point in the podcast. And good night.